The old workshop smelled of sawdust and varnish. Sunlight filtered through the large wooden windows, casting a golden glow on the room. Adam, a carpenter in his late 50s, sat at his workbench, staring at an unfinished chair. His hands, calloused from years of labor, rested on the wooden frame. The design was simple, yet something felt incomplete. He sighed and ran his fingers through his graying beard. Across the room, his grandson, Daniel, sat on a stool, sketching in his notebook. At 10 years old, Daniel was bursting with ideas, his small hands constantly moving as he scribbled lines and shapes. He loved spending time in his grandfather's workshop, watching him carve wood into beautiful furniture. But today, he noticed something different. His grandfather looked troubled. "Grandpa, what's wrong?" Daniel asked, setting down his pencil. Adam let out a tired chuckle. "Ah, my boy, sometimes a man can work on something for so long that he forgets how to see it differently. I've been making chairs for years, but this one, it feels dull. I want to create something new, but my mind is stuck." Daniel tilted his head, deep in thought. Then, with a spark of excitement, he said, "Maybe you need to look at it from a new angle." He hopped off the stool, ran to the chair, and turned it upside down. "See? Now it looks like something else." Adam raised an eyebrow and then chuckled. "You remind me of myself when I was younger. Always seeing possibilities where others see limits. All right, let's try something different." Adam decided to take a break and step outside. He and Daniel sat on the porch, watching the birds chirp and hop across the ground. Daniel kept sketching, and suddenly, he had an idea. "Grandpa, what if your chair could also be a bookshelf? Or maybe a ladder? Something people can use in more ways than one." Adam's eyes widened. "A chair that transforms. Now that's an idea. But how would we design it?" Daniel flipped to a new page and started drawing. His small hands moved quickly, bringing his imagination to life. He sketched a chair with hidden compartments and foldable parts. Joseph leaned in, fascinated. "This is incredible, Daniel. You might just be a better designer than me," he said, ruffling the boy's hair. The next day, with renewed energy, they started working on the chair. Adam sawed and shaped the wood, while Daniel handed him tools and gave input. It was a slow process, filled with trial and error, but the excitement never faded. They experimented with hinges, secret drawers, and a foldable seat. For the first time in a long while, Adam felt truly inspired. However, not everyone shared their enthusiasm. When Joseph showed his fellow carpenters at the market, some shook their heads. "Why change something that already works?" one said. "A chair is just a chair," another muttered. Adam's heart sank, but Daniel squeezed his hand. "Don't listen to them, Grandpa. They just don't see it yet." Adam smiled at his grandson's unwavering belief. He realized that creativity often meets resistance, but true innovation comes from pushing past doubt. Instead of giving up, he and Daniel refined their design even more. A week later, they displayed the final product, a beautiful wooden chair that folded into a compact bookshelf. Hidden compartments allowed for storage, and the design was both elegant and practical. To their surprise, people at the market started gathering around, intrigued by the unusual creation. An old woman pointed at it and said, "This would be perfect for my small home. I could use it as both a seat and a shelf." A young artist nodded. "I'd love one for my studio. It saves space and looks amazing." One by one, orders started coming in. Joseph's once simple workshop became a place of innovation, all because of a small idea from a child who saw the world differently. Encouraged by the success, Adam and Daniel continued to innovate. They experimented with different wood types, colors, and finishes, making each design unique. Daniel suggested they try making tables that converted into storage boxes and benches that unfolded into beds. One day, Adam received a letter from a furniture store in the city. The owner had heard about their multifunctional furniture and wanted to place a large order. Adam was overwhelmed. Could they meet such a demand? But Daniel beamed with excitement. "Grandpa, this is amazing. We can do it together." Adam took a deep breath. "Yes, we can. But we'll need help." So, they hired local artisans and taught them their designs. Soon, the workshop was filled with workers, each bringing their own creativity to the table. The one small project had turned into a thriving business, all because of one boy's imagination and the willingness to think outside the box. As the years passed, Adam and Daniel's workshop became famous for its innovation. People from all over the country came to see their unique furniture. They were invited to exhibitions, featured in magazines, and even received awards for their creative designs. One day, a group of students visited their workshop. They were young, eager minds, just like Daniel had been. Adam and Daniel took time to teach them, encouraging them to look beyond the obvious, to see beyond limitations. Creativity isn't just for furniture, Adam told them. It's for every part of life. Whether you're an artist, a teacher, a doctor, or an engineer, thinking differently is what makes the world better. Daniel, now a teenager, added, "And remember, no idea is too small. Even a simple thought can lead to something big. Keep dreaming, keep experimenting. That's how great things happen." One evening, as they sat by the fire, Adam looked at Daniel with pride. "You taught me something valuable, my boy. Creativity isn't just about skill, it's about seeing beyond what already exists. Thinking outside the box means daring to ask, what if, instead of saying, that's just the way it is." Daniel grinned. "And never giving up, even when people don't understand at first." Adam nodded. "Exactly. The world is full of possibilities, but it takes courage to see them. Creativity is not reserved for artists or inventors, it's in all of us. Sometimes, all it takes is looking at a problem from a new angle, listening to fresh ideas, or simply asking, what if?" We often get stuck in patterns, believing things must stay the same. But the truth is, breakthroughs happen when we dare to challenge the norm. So, the next time you face a challenge, remember Adam and Daniel's story. Step back, shift your perspective, and allow your imagination to lead the way. Who knows? You might just create something that changes the world, or at least, changes your life for the better. Now, over to you. Have you ever solved a problem by thinking outside the box? Share your story in the comments below. And if this video inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming and motivational stories. See you in the next video.